If there's one thing you should take away from a two-way perspective from this attempted assassination of Donald Trump, is that the government can't keep you safe. So let me get this straight. At Trump's rally, a mealy-mouthed 20-year-old shooter was acting suspiciously, and the authorities alerted everyone, including the Secret Service. And despite this, the shooter made it to the roof with a rifle while witnesses screamed about him for minutes. The sniper spotter team waited 42 seconds after spotting him, letting him take 5 shots at Trump. Meanwhile, the Secret Service kept Trump on stage facing the crowd with an active shooter in play. And keep in mind, this was a building in a rural area. There was like 3 other buildings, and he was within 200 yards on a rooftop with a rifle. How the hell does that happen? I have an idea how. Is this really the Secret Service that I grew up thinking were immortal demigods who protect presidents? Sally Sue, who can't figure out how to put her gun back in her holster? Yo, this is embarrassing. If this is the government's idea of elite protection, I don't want it. Let me go buy my FN pistol and Daniel Defense rifle and call it a day. I'll protect myself, and if you're watching this video, you need to go do the same thing. Go buy a gun, learn gun safety, and get training so you know how to use it efficiently and protect yourself, because when the government talks about passing gun control laws to keep you safe, this is what their keep you safe looks like. All jokes aside, I'm not saying these people didn't want to protect Trump or even that they didn't try their best. What I'm saying is giving up your means of protection and depending entirely on the government to keep you safe is not only a bad bet, it is unnecessary, because we're the only country in the world where the people have an individual right to own a firearm. The government thinks they need to take guns away from people to keep them safe. No, they don't. They need to work with the people to help keep them safe, and the government acts as reinforcement. They can't be everywhere at all times, and they know this, but they're too concerned with accumulating power instead of empowering the people to better protect themselves. That is the type of symbiotic relationship the government should be having with their citizens, working with their citizens to make them stronger to better protect themselves. Not taking away their self-defense tools, making them weaker so that we're forced to rely on their inadequate ability to protect us. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that having a gun is guaranteed safety, but not having a gun when you need one guarantees you'll be unsafe. Sadly, anti-gun groups and politicians were quick to jump on the assassination attempt to push their own anti-gun or anti-2A agendas, like Senator Heidi Campbell, who in a tweet that she later deleted said this. And once again, it's the guns. He would not have been shot if the shooter hadn't had a gun in his hand. It's that simple. If you care about your candidate, do something about your public health gun crisis, and do something doesn't mean donating to NRA endorsed candidates. I find it ironic that she's telling us to do something when in this situation, the government failed to do something before the shooter started shooting. Then there's this tweet from the New Yorkers Against Gun Violence Anti-2A group. If gun violence can impact one of the most protected people in the world, protected by some of the most highly trained armed guards in the world, it's clear that more guns and easier access do not make us safer, and that gun carrying in public is dangerous and deadly. What's ironic is that there is not a single gun law that would have stopped this. Apparently, he got the gun legally. If you ban AR-15s, he would have still been able to use a bolt-action rifle. If you ban bolt-action rifles, he could have easily used a handgun. He was less than 200 yards away. I've done that with a handgun multiple times.
Hey, I bet you can't hit that over there.
Oh, really? Why don't we find out? Mister, I bet you can't hit it. Bet you can't hit it. One bullet. Bet you can't hit it. Bet you can't hit it. Oh, yeah. Bet you can't hit it. Bet you can't hit it.
Actually, I take that back. There is a law. The Ban All Guns law, which is their goal. That's why I call these people anti-2A, because if you go down the logical progression of their gun control laws, the only answer that can be remotely effective is banning all guns. Then again, there are over 400 million guns in this country. So how are you going to get those guns even if you ban all guns? You can't. So I go back to my original statement. There isn't a single gun law that would have prevented this. So like I said at the beginning of this video, the government can't keep you safe. So get a gun, learn gun safety, and get training, because you're the only one who can keep you and your family safe, which is the entire reason I came out with the I'm the Militia design. It's a reminder that the only person responsible for your safety is you. So you are the militia. I am the militia. Not because you want to be or I want to be, but because you have to be. The only person who is guaranteed to be there when it really truly matters is you. So when the Second Amendment says a well-regulated militia, it is not talking about the army. It is not talking about the police. It is talking about you and I. I am the militia. You are the militia. And together we, the people, are the militia. And the I'm the Militia design is the perfect way to let the world know and remind them. So click the link in the description section of this video and grab your I'm the Militia hats. We have shirts, hoodies, and drinkware. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.